it learns. So with each interaction, Quick gets more and more smart with every query. In fact, I use it today as a constant companion myself. So here you have Quick. Oops, I'm one slide ahead, I'm sorry. Here, previous slide, we have Quick, which can help you if, in case you're going to a customer meeting. It will pick up all the relevant files from your laptop. It even will layer on emails that I've received, maybe a briefing doc from the account team, and it can create a presentation for you. It can fire off an email so it gets everybody on the same page ahead of the meeting. And with the new Q autonomous agents, you can create agents that are always working in the background with no coding required at all. From startups to large organizations, more and more of our customers are relying on Quick to transform the way they work. And it's really easy. I encourage all of you to sign up and give it a try. So now, let's talk about how agents can change the way you build. Compounding momentum means you need to speed up your development in a closed loop. So what does that mean? Code that's always correct from the time you start typing on a keyboard, which is shipped to production without any delays, and most importantly, you want to keep your code modern so that it doesn't build up any tech debt. So write it once, ship it fast, and keep it modern. One continuous loop that's always running and always compounding. We know this works because we have already tried this in Amazon stores. Using the same closed loop approach, we achieved 4.5 times improvement in how quickly correct code ships to productions and starts delivering value. We saw 95% accuracy with AI-generated code, which is actually way higher than the human baseline we are used to. And that loop is now scaling across all our teams within Amazon. So how can all of you achieve similar results? We will start first with write it right. Code generation now is cheaper than it's ever been before. Like when I compare it to the time I was coding to now, it's instantaneous and there's no shortage of tools to help you write code 10x faster. But code without the right context of your particular environment, your standards, your architecture is far more likely to have bugs. And buggy code isn't fast anymore. It's just tech debt that is now accumulating at machine speed. This is where Kiro comes in. You give Kiro a prompt, and it turns it into clean and clear requirements. Structured diagrams, implementation tasks. It even creates validated tests for you. So your code is fast, and it's correct from the step of the first design. Take, for instance, Dawn. They wanted to build a new charting platform for their trading application. And while charts, and I used to be in graphics before, and I can tell you, charts on the surface seem very easy, but they are one of the most demanding components of a trading platform. And Dawn has over 170 indicators that they needed to support. And each of these indicators have their own algorithms, their own dependencies, edge cases, and rendering requirements. It's a project, when they initially scoped it, was estimated to take 12 people over 1 to 2 years to complete. But all this was built with one single engineer using Kiro, and the builder did it in just 8 weeks, which frees up the rest of the team to actually work on things that deliver value to their end customers. So this kind of momentum only compounds when you have this closed loop always running. There was a recent article, and in fact, there were lots of memes on social media about this, about how developers are literally afraid to close their laptops because they're worried their agents will stop working for them. This is why I'm excited to announce Kiro is now available as a native iOS application. You can start a session and you can continue a spec-driven workflow, or you can kick off an autonomous task entirely from your phone itself. How wonderful is that? And what's more is you can pick up exactly where you left off when you shut your laptop and leave, and all of this runs inside your AWS cloud environment. Your momentum no longer depends on your proximity to the system that you use. So write it once, now ship it fast. The question is, how quickly can the code that you develop start delivering value for your end customers? Now, if your agents develop code 10x faster, but your pipeline is still running at 1x the speed that it always has been, your momentum basically flatlines. So our AWS DevOps agent is your always-on operations teammate that resolves any incidents. It optimizes application reliability, performance, and it even handles on-demand SRE tasks. And companies like Mobo and United Airlines, they use DevOps agent constantly to find and address issues in their production pipelines before they reach their end customers. Now, as proud as we are about the impact that DevOps agent is having, it is still reactive, meaning something breaks, then you use the DevOps agent, you identify what broke, and then you fix it. But we talked about compounding momentum. That doesn't come from problems that are already there and then you reacting to it. It comes from never letting the problem happen in the very first place, which is why I'm excited to announce release management in AWS DevOps Agent. So whether you are building with Kiro or Claude Code or any of the tools, release management will pick up your code the moment that it is generated. It reviews, it tests, and it fixes failures before the code can even reach your production pipelines. Your coding agent and your shipping agent are working continuously in one closed loop. Correct code from anywhere to production fast. But what about your foundation? At the rate that agents are now producing code, technical debt is now building up that much faster at machine speed, basically. You need a code base that always stays modern on its own continuously. Last year, we announced AWS Transform so that you could put our agent to work on modernizing your code bases and, more importantly, your legacy systems. Since then, customers around the world have used AWS Transform to eliminate over 1.6 million hours of manual modernization work. So the results prove that Transform definitely works and helps our customers. But, like I said before, it's still something that you have to run, and then it'll go help you transform. Once again, at agent speed, that isn't nearly enough. You need an agent that never stops running in the background, which is why we built AWS Transform Continuous Modernization. This works behind the scenes. It's finding issues, it's fixing them, it's validating your code, and it's learning with every interaction to make the next one even better than the previous one. And what's more is it plugs into any of your normal pipelines and tools. For example, Code Pipeline, GitHub Actions, Jenkins, or GitLab. This is continuous momentum that gives you an agent that finds and fixes technical debt before it can even become and build into a problem for your teams. This benefit isn't only about giving your time back to your teams. Every outdated dependency is a security vulnerability that's waiting to become a CVE. Continuous modernization needs to keep every package in your production current in a continuous cycle, so tech debt never gets a chance to become a risk for your organization. So write it right, ship it fast, keep it modern. Each feeds into the next. Correct code ships faster. Shipping code faster means your customers can give you feedback faster, which means you can now make smarter modernization decisions for those customers. So we've been talking about how we are changing the world and how we build with AI. Now, I want you to hear from a company that has put this into practice. CIMB Niaga, the first bank in the CIMB group to go cloud first, which is a big deal, is now using Amazon Kiro as their flagship Octo mobile app. They are migrating from Java to Go and Rust, and they're doing this with 70% of their code being generated by AI. Please welcome to the stage the leader that's driving this transformation, Pak Rico Utsavia France from CIMB Niaga.
Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi. It's been an honor for me to stand before you and share our journey with AWS. Nama saya Rico, saya handle operation, teknologi, analytics, and AI. Jabatannya panjang, gajinya biasa-biasa saja. Hari ini I'll share with you around 7 to 8 minutes perjalanan kita bersama dengan AWS ya. Jadi for you don't know, Indonesia kita itu adalah the second largest private bank, bank swasta terbesar kedua di Indonesia. Kita cover retail, corporate, dan juga digital banking kita benar-benar seriusin. Jadi kalau kita balik lagi sebenarnya CIMB itu noble purpose-nya adalah advancing customer and society. We have around 9 million customers, ATM sekitar 2.400 dan cabang sekitar 400-an. 90% dari transaksi kita terjadi di luar cabang lewat digital, baik itu ATM, EDC, dan most of them terjadi di Octo Mobile. Nah, kita karena digitalisasi ini semakin cepat, kita butuh partner yang kuat. Oleh karena itu, beberapa tahun yang lalu kita ngobrol dengan AWS, dan kita merasa AWS adalah partner kita yang capable untuk membawa kita ke dunia digital ini. Jadi kita sudah menggunakan AWS sebagai our cloud landing zone, dan juga untuk hosting our application, baik yang itu customer interface, seperti Octobis, Octo at Work, ataupun yang sifatnya lebih ke internal kayak fraud detection, Octoband sama Octosmart itu dipakai oleh RM-RM kita. Semuanya kita host di cloud. Nah, satu yang belum masuk di cloud itu adalah our flagship mobile banking, Octo Mobile. Nah, kalau kita lihat di dunia digital ini, mobile banking sudah menjadi keniscayaan dan keharusan bagi suatu bank. Nah, visi kita adalah bagaimana mobile banking kita, Octo, itu bisa menjadi leaner, faster, dan lebih efisien. Di on-prem, kita pakai teknologi yang sudah relatively jadul, jadi kita mau upgrade. Problemnya dengan upgrade banyak. Jadi challenge kita banyak. Yang pertama adalah digital norms. Saat ini ada yang namanya YC/YCS. YC Week udah tahu ya, what you see is what you get. YC/YCS adalah what you see is what customer see. Jadi kalau kita lihat sistem kita problem, customer lihat juga problem. Apalagi regulator. Jadi kalau okto kita mati 5 menit atau 10 menit, tidak hanya customer yang komplain di Instagram dan lain sebagainya, regulator langsung telepon juga. Kenapa regulator telepon? Karena pengawas kita takut dimarahi oleh atasannya. Jadi harus tahu lebih dulu. Nah, yang kedua adalah legacy. Kita bangun Oktomobile ini sudah bertahun-tahun. Kita nggak punya dokumentasi yang bagus, yang lengkap, dan terstruktur. Itu adalah challenge kita dari sisi legacy. Kemudian complexity. Oktomobile itu kira-kira punya 2000 API untuk generate sekitar 200 services. Yang terakhir adalah masalah talent. Kita juga mengalami scarcity dari sisi talent kita untuk bisa melakukan migrasi ini. Nah, oleh karena itu kita bersama AWS bawa yang namanya Kiro. Jadi kita move, tadi udah Nandini udah bilang bahwa kita move dari Java ke Go sama Rust. 70% of our code itu di-generate oleh Kiro. Nah, hebatnya Kiro itu tidak hanya code assist. Kiro benar-benar full set IDE, mereka sebutnya Spec driven IDE. Jadi mulai dari planning, dia lihat semua code kita, mereka generate, Kiro bantu kita generate task-task yang harus dilakukan seperti apa, jadi planning sprint-nya seperti apa, kemudian mendesain juga flow-nya seperti apa, kita didesain menggunakan Kiro, dan baru masuk ke development. Di development ini juga terstruktur. Jadi pakai yang namanya ada steering file dan sebagainya, di mana coding-coding itu distandarisasi. Dan yang terakhir adalah juga membantu dari sisi testing. Memang testingnya lebih banyak di unit testing sama integration testing, tapi juga kita sedang bersama dengan AWS, kita juga lagi bangun bagaimana Kiro ini bisa membantu kita nanti lebih jauh lagi dari sisi testingnya supaya lebih komprehensif lagi. Nah, apa sih yang kita pelajarin selama beberapa bulan ini melakukan migrasi? Nomor satu, application flow is very important. Nah, kadang-kadang application itu sangat ada di kepala orang. Jadi what happen adalah misalnya kita mau bikin account opening application. Kiro sedemikian proaktifnya kadang-kadang account opening untuk nasabah baru, account opening nasabah lama, account opening berdasarkan referral dijadiin satu. Nah, ini kita harus tahu bahwa kita butuh reviewer yang cukup senior untuk tahu bahwa oh ini sebenarnya jangan jadiin satu. Coding standar tadi saya sudah sebut juga, complexity dari surrounding kita, terutama yang legacy system juga membuat kita kadang-kadang terpaksa harus accommodating. Tidak bisa terlalu modernize, tapi kita ikutin dulu. Yang terakhir adalah start small. Di awal, kita tuh ambisinya besar, semuanya mau dijalankan bersama-sama. Jadi beberapa bulan pertama kita juga struggling. Karena kita maunya banyak, tapi ternyata tambah kompleks. Jadi mendingan pelan-pelan, tapi kita pahami, lakukan secara terstruktur. Nah, selama beberapa bulan ini yang sudah kita achieve, 70% of our code is generated by Kiro. Jadi only 30% manual. Dari sisi development, 2 kali lebih cepat. Dan yang paling penting adalah lebih konsisten dan code-nya itu lebih compliant. Jadi kita juga punya auto documentation-nya juga berjalan dengan baik. Terakhir adalah I'm very excited terhadap teknologinya, AI dan lain sebagainya, tapi I'm more excited dengan adanya culture shift. Sebelum pakai Kiro, developer kita sering takut, ini kita lama-lama tergantikan nggak ya dengan AI? Tapi dengan ini mereka justru merasa terbantu. So they see Kiro as a partner rather than a replacement. Thank you.
What an incredible way of showing how you can turn AI-powered development into an enterprise reality. And it's proof that the future of banking is already here and is being built at CIMB Niagara. Now, let's talk next about how agents can change how you secure. Because we believe that you shouldn't have to choose between everything being secure versus scale and speed. So we've been living in a world that was built for humans with telemetry, storage, queries, and dashboards. We are now moving into a world of telemetry, context, reasoning, and actions. These are things that are designed for agents. Context is what separates signal from noise, and reasoning actually delivers actionable insights. This is exactly why we introduced AWS Continuum. It is a comprehensive collection of products to secure all of your workloads. Last December, we launched the pen testing and code review agents as part of AWS Security Agent. Those capabilities are now the first products in our family of Continuum products, and we have seen them already deliver real value. But you told us there is yet another area that you needed help with. Today, threat models are coded manually by security engineers and developers, and it's a skill set that's very rare and hard to find. And they only do it if it gets created at all. They're expensive to build, and most importantly, as soon as anything changes in your design or architecture, it immediately goes stale. So teams typically tend to just skip it because it's not worth the effort. Now, with Continuum threat modeling, you can generate threat models directly from your coding agents. The models that are these are models that are mapped to your application architecture, your source code, design docs, and it comes with mitigations across all 6 stride categories. We know that security teams are never have a shortage of a backlog, and their backlog continues to grow. And now we are seeing, as you see from the news, frontier models that can find vulnerabilities way faster than we humans could before. So now that backlog we talked about is growing exponentially, which is why we introduced Continuum for code vulnerabilities. It starts by ingesting all of your existing backlog of security events. It then performs its own scan of your environment to find additional vulnerabilities that are, and any associated attack paths in your code. It then uses context to evaluate, enrich, and prioritize every finding that it receives, and then it validates those vulnerabilities so it can uncover false positive, so it's not just noisy data for you. And then it also provides you out of the box with mitigations and remediations. But we do know that trust is an important factor here. So code vulnerabilities is you can start in learn mode with a human in the loop who can look at things and then approve them. And then as you gain more confidence with Continuum, you can use the enforce mode, which automates mitigation and remediation. Continuum learns, it protects, and it makes it safe for you to deliver on your business goals and aspirations. So everything I've shown you so far today, agents that can help you work, help you build, that can help you secure, these are agents that we at AWS have built for you so that we can provide you with compounding momentum. But we also recognize that the agents that will matter most to your business are the ones that only you can build, because only you know the opportunities that are unique to your particular business. But right now, too many agents that you have built are stuck between prototype stage and production. So instead of focusing on agent logic, teams are spending sometimes even months building the infrastructure that makes the agent actually run and scale reliably in the real world. This is why we built Amazon Bedrock Agent Core, to help you build, connect, and optimize production agents securely and at scale. It provides all of the core components that you need to build agents, a managed runtime, built-in session memory, a secure authentication to tools, APIs, and data sources that are unique to your business. And it works with any framework and any model of your choice. And customers across every industry are using Agent Core to build production agents. Epsilon increased their productivity somewhere between 3 to 5 times, and the PGA Tour, the golf one that we all know well here, are writing now tournament coverage, and they're doing it 10 times faster than they used to. And Workday is saving their customers 100 hours a month on routine financial planning. But what is it that makes PGA Tour write sports coverage that much faster and Workday Agent to analyze financial data? You might think that it is a different model, but it's actually a different harness. Think of the model as the brain and the harness as the body that works together. The harness provides everything that the brain needs to actually get the work done. And it has just as much influence on the agent as the output of the model itself. But creating a harness can take months of engineering before customers see any value and a moment of intelligence from the agent. And we at AWS wanted to give you this time back. With Agent Core Harness, you can now go from idea to working agents in a matter of minutes with just 3 API calls to get the agent up and running. You declare what your agent does, and Agent Core will do the rest of the hard work for you. And the harness is decoupled from the model, which means you can use the model and you can use the harness and change the models underneath without touching any of your agent logic. A great harness makes your agent capable, but making sure your agent is making the right call for your business, that's going to take one more thing, which is context. It's what makes your agent's 10th decision way better than the very first decision that it made for you. And that's what separates agents that compound versus agents that simply do execution. Because even the smartest model has no idea how your business is built, how it actually works, and it doesn't know any of your customer information, your systems, or your data. And when an agent doesn't know the answer, this is something we all know, it doesn't just pause and tell you it doesn't. It will simply make something up and give you the wrong answer. The right answer requires the right context, and context lives in your data. Now, there's public data, what's happening right now in the world, what's moving in the markets, and what's on social media. And then there's, in addition to that, your company's unstructured data. Think of documents, images, videos. And then, we are all familiar with this, there's structured data, which lives in your databases, data warehouses, and data lakes. Now, let's start with public data first. Every model has a knowledge cutoff when its picture of the world ends. If you ask an agent, what was the product released by our competitor? You don't, and if the product was announced yesterday, you don't want stale information from the agent, which has a knowledge cutoff that could be a month old. Instead, you want the latest information that lives on the public web. So inside Amazon, we have been combining company knowledge, our own intelligence, with web intelligence to answer complex questions. For a while now, we've been doing this. And customers are asking us, how can they have their agents have access to the same thing? So now, the battle-tested agentic web search that powers Quick, Hero, and Alexa Plus is available to all of you and your agents. You can connect it with your agent, and it can ground its responses in web searches, No integration needed from your end whatsoever. Web search operates natively within your own AWS environment, so your data, queries, and everything remains within AWS. But think about where most of your company's knowledge actually lives. It's 20 years in our case, and in your case as old as your companies are, of documents, PDFs, images, and videos which are typically scattered either on OneDrive, SharePoint, or some S3 buckets. The answer that your agent needs exists somewhere in this data, but is likely buried in 15 different places and likely in 12 different formats. Connecting, parsing, and retrieving all of this information accurately is a massive lift on its own. And now, with the new Bedrock, Amazon Bedrock knowledge base, you can ground agent responses in your latest organizational data with just a few clicks. It provides native connectors to common data sources of your choice, and AWS handles the rest of everything: ingestion, parsing, storage, and retrieval. It enforces document-level permissions, which is very important, so that users can only have access to responses and context that they have authorized access to do so. And for complex, multi-step questions, we built something even smarter: an agentic retriever. It plans queries across all of your knowledge bases. It connects related concepts across documents, evaluates what it finds, and then it re-ranks every time to make sure that your agent delivers the best answer and not simply the closest one it finds when it's doing its vector search. Many of our customers are already building on managed knowledge base, including OpenAI, who are using its RAG capabilities to ground inference and model responses reliably and at scale for millions of their users with the right customer context. Now, your company's knowledge also includes structured data. To make intelligent querying possible of structured data, your agents need to understand the shape of your data, what tables exist, how do they relate to each other, and which sources are actually authoritative for the use case of that particular agent. Now, you saw earlier how Quick solved this through semantic knowledge store. Hundreds of thousands of users have been interacting daily with Quick's production knowledge store already. When an agent needs an answer to a question, the knowledge store tells Quick which data sources to use and which business rules it should apply for that particular agent. But businesses do not and should not think about data as structured versus unstructured. You want unified context regardless of where your data lives and what format it takes. This is exactly why we built AWS Context. It automatically builds a knowledge graph from all of your existing data with no infrastructure for you to provision and no retrieval pipelines for you to build. The knowledge graph improves itself over time as it learns which sources to go to for the correct results, so that your agents get smarter without you having to rebuild anything at all. And all metadata from your structured and unstructured data sources can now be stored in Iceberg format, which is open source, so that it can work with any of the tools you already use within your businesses. So our next guest is a powerful example of what is possible when you combine bold ideas with the right tools and services. In a country of 17,000 islands, that's floored me, by the way, and 270 million people, HelloDoc put a doctor, a pharmacy, and a lab in every pocket. And now, with Amazon Bedrock, they are rebuilding and reimagining that platform for the new era of AI. Please welcome Pak Alphonius Timbol from Holodoc to share how they are innovating with AWS. Welcome, Alphonius.
Good morning, everyone. It's glad to be here. I'm proud to share the journey of Holodoc since we started 10 years ago. So 10 years ago when we started, access to healthcare was so limited. Indonesia only has 3 doctors against 10,000 population versus 17 at global average. The 270 million are spread across 17,000 islands. On top of that, majority of the top specialists are located in the big cities. These were the main problems that we're trying to address when we were building Holodoc back in the day. Fast forward to today, we have evolved to be one of the leading digital healthcare ecosystem in the country. We not only connect patients to doctors via online consultations, enabling patients to get medicine in 1 hour, getting wide range patient care at home from lab, vaccines, and doctor visits. Expanding our reach to B2B by working with insurance and corporate partners that enable them to use our healthcare service and assist them in processing relevant claims. Finally, creating disease management program for various diseases that require continuous care, from skin-related, sexual health, and weight loss. We cannot do all of this alone. We are thankful for the trust of patients, which I hope many of you are sitting here today. We are thankful for the trust of doctors, pharmacies, hospital, insurance, as well as the government and regulatory bodies since day one. Our achievement today is a collection of efforts of partners within the ecosystem itself. We are grateful for the partnership with AWS. Since day one, the team has been working closely and always identify what are the next opportunities and challenges to tackle as we scale our growth to the next level. The examples that you see on the screen are few of hundreds examples where we optimize and scale our performance with AWS to ensure system uptime and cost efficiency. From AWS Graviton migration, as well as using Amazon location service for our deliveries. The partnership with AWS has proven to handle the scale as we need it per today. From 20 million active users, connecting to 20,000 licensed doctors, 4,000 healthcare facilities, 30 plus insurance partners, with all this platform uptime, faster insurance claim processing, and result in 4.9 app rating from patients itself. However, that's the story from we started 10 years ago until recently. Today, our health tech landscape is changing in the era of AI. The recent data from TechRadar shows that more than 40 million patients already ask about in chatbot for healthcare questions every single day. They are asking ranging of basic questions to advanced health questions. And if you have been following AI news lately, majority of the frontier model are doubling down their investment as well into health tech in multiple different forms. Some are creating deeper partnership with hospital, some launching a new wellness devices, some creating dedicated channel for healthcare specific queries. Many of these have raised questions to us where the innovations that we built 10 years ago to get us where we are today may be obsolete in the near future. It has pushed us to continue to look at what are the next opportunities that we have to do to keep ourselves relevant ahead. That's why we are coming up in our own next set of AI agents, right? Where we launch Hilda for patients and Ida for doctors. Hilda is made to help users navigate healthcare needs in Holodoc applications, in website, in WhatsApp, where the agent will help you to navigate to find the right care for you. Be it finding the right doctor specialty, finding the right medications, what you need, and the next vaccines that you might have missed. While AIDA, it's made purposely to help doctors, not to replace. AI is helping a wide range of tasks that doctors need to do, from summarizing conversations with patients, recommending what are the right probable diagnoses, they advise against the relevant care pathway. Despite all of that, doctor still has the full control of the consultations. These are the few examples of many AI projects that we are doing at HelloDoc, be it to improve patient experience or to change the way we work at HelloDoc. We built this innovation with the same partnership with AWS, using Amazon Bedrock. This has helped us experiment quickly from accessing a wide range models, from a frontier model to open source model, enable us to monitor the cost of AI and optimizing further, including all the enterprise support from the AWS team to make this possible. As a result, today we have at least 50 plus AI use cases that we built on top Amazon Bedrock itself. And the proof speaks for itself directly. Since we started, Hilda has processed more than 2 million interactions, from people asking about daily health tips, quick questions about skin health, as well as personal health, where they normally don't share in the conversations with doctors. As it scales, we are collecting how people are using it for. We're investing further in their capabilities, more agentic experience, memories to unlock deeper personalization in our roadmap ahead. While on AIDA, there are several use cases that I have mentioned before. How AI elevates the consultation experience. The examples I show in here is called AIDA quality. Before the era of AI, we used to have a specific team of doctors that in charge to review a consultation's quality. They are the doctors who has a direct reporting lines to our medical committee team, that the one that only have the authority to evaluate consultation conversation that is anonymized from patients' data. So you could imagine where we have millions of consultations, we can only evaluate consultations qualitatively using a few samples. This does not scale at all. With AI, we're able to develop deeper rubrics. We're creating multi-agents to keep the anonymity of patients' data intact. It has helped us to develop qualitative rubrics on how the consultation experience that we want. Whether a doctor has clearly traits of respectful behavior, recommending the right care pathway. As a result of that, we understand from one consultation to another how they are performed, as well from one doctors to another doctors. The feedback has been critical for the team and the doctor directly, so they can identify what are the area of training gaps, coaching gaps to continue to serve our patients better. To close my sharing today, 10 years ago, we built the innovation that made us a leader. Today, we have to disrupt our own innovation, because the only way to stay ahead in the age of AI is to keep reinventing yourself. And AWS has been our partner in innovations every single way. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Alfonsius. What you said at the end really resonates with me. A powerful reminder for all of us that the way to protect your 10-year lead is to have the courage in the world of AI to actually rebuild it and put doctors back in the driver's seat and not replace them. So we've given you the foundation to build agents, the guardrails to keep them safe, and the context to make them compound. But there's one more aspect that you need in order to create great agents: models and infrastructure. Because every time an agent reasons, it plans, it checks its work, that's an inference call. And a single agent interaction, just interacting, it's not one call. It could be 10, 20, 50. Now multiply that by the billions of agents that are unleashed on the planet, and inference is well on its track to become the biggest workload on the planet. Which means how you run your inference is no longer an infrastructure detail, it actually needs to be your business strategy. That's why we built Amazon Bedrock, and that's why we never stop improving it. It enables you to get the best performance, reliability, and security when using models at scale for the most critical parts of your business processes, which now includes agents. And you are already voting with your workloads. In Q1 alone this year, Bedrock processed more tokens than all of its previous years of existence. And we continue to improve Bedrock and make it a great place for all types of model so that we can give you the choice to choose the right model for your particular workloads. And this now includes OpenAI's GPT 5.6, which is now available on Bedrock. So we started today with a simple idea that AI should create momentum that constantly compounds for each of your businesses. And compounding momentum is now one of your most valuable assets. And we showed you how we are making your momentum, making sure that your momentum never stalls. Quick delivers outcomes. Kiro, DevOps Agent, and Transform help you write it right from the very beginning. It helps you ship it fast, and it keeps your code modern. Continuum finds, it prioritizes, and even remediates at the speed of AI. Agent Core makes it easy for you to create your own agents, and Context makes them smart, and we have given you the infrastructure to power it all. At AWS, our job is to remove every barrier that stands between your imagination and what you can build. And we are just getting started. I would like to thank Pak Anthony, Pak Rico, and Pak Alfonia, who joined me on stage today, because we rely heavily on our customers and partners to tell our stories. And I am so excited to see what here in Indonesia and all of Southeast Asia you will help create and innovate. Now let's go build. Thank you all.
Thank you for joining the AWS Summit keynote. We will now have a 45-minute networking break in the expo area with carefully themed expo zones showing innovative cloud solutions for you to explore. Breakout tracks will commence at 11:30 a.m. Please familiarize yourself with the track themes and event agenda via the event app or agenda signage throughout the venue.
Thank you.